double check here. I'm live from Calgary. So I'm just gonna maybe wait a few moments to see if we have anyone that's looking to join. Okay, so first of all, my name is Rebecca Kramer, and see me. Check. I want to make sure that you can see me. Let me just see here. Can anyone else see me? Cecilia, can you see me? Jorge's saying that you can't see me. Okay, so hopefully you can see me. Hi, Nanuka. Great job pitching to Grant Cardone this weekend. Really great job. I would have had some nerves like you have no idea. Okay, so there's an echo? Is there an echo and you can't see me? You can see me. Is there an echo? Nanuka, are you the only one that can hear an echo? Okay, well, anyways, hopefully you can see me. Hopefully you don't have an echo. Just to introduce myself, my name is Rebecca Kramer, and I am the CEO of Loud Marketing. So what I try to do is I try to help people with their social media and how to use social media to sell. And really LinkedIn is amazing for that. So hopefully we're going to be able to go through some tips and ideas and suggestions. Here's the thing. So LinkedIn Stories is really, it's new. I don't know, has anyone tried using LinkedIn Stories just yet? Anyone? Type in the chat if you've tried using LinkedIn Stories yet. It's pretty new. It's pretty exciting. I mean, I get excited for LinkedIn stuff. I know that Instagram and Facebook have been doing it for a while, but it's pretty exciting to me. So LinkedIn Stories is something that you can use basically as a way to, engage and communicate with your audience. So what are LinkedIn Stories? So LinkedIn Stories are very similar to, Instagram and Facebook Stories. So on your LinkedIn, basically, first of all, why should you be creating content on LinkedIn at all? Well, people want to do business with other people who they know and they like and they trust. And if you are, there's an echo. There is an echo. I wonder if I refresh the screen, if that would fix it. I hope that there's not an echo. I'll just wait till somebody else mentions it, I guess. Okay, so people want to do business with other people who know, like, and trust, who they know, like, and trust. And the best way for you to appear as though you're an expert is by showing them that you're an expert. And the easiest way to do that is to post on social media, other than having, activities where you host events and show them how much of an expert you are. Posting content on social media is very important. So LinkedIn has a brand new feature called LinkedIn Stories. Okay, so there is an echo. I'm just going to try to refresh my screen. I hope I don't get kicked off, but I'm just going to refresh. Hopefully, okay. So is everybody that was on previously, hopefully still on, and hopefully there's no echo. Okay, so let's chat about LinkedIn Stories. So LinkedIn Stories is a great way for you to be able to talk about what you're doing, in the moment, and get additional engagement from your from people who are connected to you, so that they can see how your day is going. And actually, I mean, still an echo. My goodness. I'm not sure. Nanuka. Okay, so there is an echo. Well, it seems like it's maybe just Eric and Nanuka. I don't know if you guys want to try refreshing your screen. I apologize for sure. So let's talk about maybe. So first of all, how do you post a story? So let's talk about how do you post a story, because I think that's the most important. And then we can talk about what to post, because what to post is probably a little bit more concerning than or confusing than how to post. So how you post, so you can go right to your LinkedIn. So you have to go to your LinkedIn app on your phone. And I haven't actually found any LinkedIn story schedulers just yet. So, I mean, the thing about scheduling a story is that it makes it easier, but it's not up to date. So ideally, we are posting a story the same day that it happens as, interesting and fresh content. So if you go on your LinkedIn app, I have my LinkedIn app here. So at the very top, if I'm not on my home screen for whatever reason, you can click again on your home screen. Hey, how about everybody does this with me? You guys want to do it with me? Get your phone out. Get your phone out. This is the learning. Get your phone out. So go to your LinkedIn app, click on home, just in case you're in a different screen. Sometimes I get lost too, confused where I am. But anyways, and it's not always just on LinkedIn. It's, walking outside, whatever the case might be. Okay, so on LinkedIn, and after you click home, it says your story. So at the very top, you're going to click on the little plus button, and then it will allow you to create a story. So you can upload a video, you can upload a photo, you can take a photo, and there's little icons and little, you can tag people, etc. Here's the only thing. I love LinkedIn, obviously, but their stories are a little bit ugly. They don't have all the fun stuff like the other story, like the other story platforms have. How many people have tried LinkedIn and discovered that some of it is not so fabulous looking and not as interesting and beautiful as maybe LinkedIn and Facebook have had set up? Yes. Okay, so what I actually do is I will create a story image either in a different platform, so in LinkedIn or Facebook, because they have the little emojis or things that you can add. Or I also use a platform which you can sign up for a free account, actually. It's called Canva. And so some ideas for posting. So sometimes I'll just post about, obviously, so today I posted earlier a story saying that I was going to do this, this afternoon, so that people could see that content. Some other ideas for posting, what do you do during the day that you feel like would be valuable information, or that would engage your connections? The purpose with all of this is connecting, and eventually, I don't know, whatever you're trying to accomplish. So if you're trying to sell a product, or if you're trying to get a job, or if you're trying to, hire, you want to make sure that the content that you're posting about is interesting enough and engaging enough that people will actually, either take action, which usually you have to tell them to take action, so a call to action. So check out my post for this. If you post it on your story, I have a really exciting post. Check out the post on my page. Or you could do it reverse. So if you post something on your LinkedIn profile saying, alluding to something, I have some amazing, exciting news, check out my story for more information, or something to that nature, people will actually, because we're curious, yeah, I mean, even if they would think that they won't do business with you or think that you're not relevant, they're still going to be curious enough to go to your story to check out your message because you just told them to, right? A call to action. Exactly, Jorge. Exactly. Call to action. Call to action is important in really virtually everything that we do, because even though you think that you might be creating content and posting content that's important for people to engage with, they might not take action unless you actually tell them to. So telling them to go view your story or telling them to go view your post, you're actually making your profile more valuable to LinkedIn by doing that. So LinkedIn has an algorithm like any platform. I know algorithm is kind of a big annoying word. So LinkedIn has an algorithm just the same as any other social media platform. And basically, social media platforms reward users for valuable content, because valuable content means that people will keep coming back to their platforms. So the more engagement you create, the more opportunities there will be for LinkedIn to promote your profile or suggest your profile, or basically more clout to your profile, which is what we all want, right? We all want to show up when we're posting content. We all want to show up. We all want to be visible when our connections are online and potentially making decisions about maybe a service or product that you provide. So yeah, super, super important to, I guess, one of the ideas of creating a post and then creating the story and telling your connections to view both or view either one. So yes, Jorge, exactly. Call to action, even if you're not selling anything. Here's the thing. Like, if you look at my profile, you can see that I tell people to check out my profile. So what does that do? Like on my tagline, what does that do? I mean, it causes people to actually take action and look at my profile. So very, very important to, and it doesn't always have to be the same wording. It could be whatever action it is. You got to be bossy. You got to tell people what to do. Look at my profile. Look at my post. Look at my story. It's really interesting. You're going to miss out if you don't. We're curious and we'll do it. Goodness. Sorry about that. Obviously a live video. Okay, so Nanuka, yes, actually this will be reviewable because it's going to be posted on my LinkedIn profile after this. So feel free, if you don't write out, if you don't write everything down, you can certainly go view this video on my LinkedIn profile after this. What else do we got going on here? Okay, so some other suggestions or ideas for what to post. So if you are someone that teaches, or if you are someone who creates content or doesn't create content, but maybe there's more information in more than one. I'll get to what I'm going to say. So if you're say you're going to use Canva, you can create Canva to use designs where you're giving instructions. So for example, if I was going to give instructions or ideas for or step by step what to post on LinkedIn, there's opportunity for me to create multiple images so that people are more likely to go from one image to the next, and create more engagement and more value because they're looking at more stories, right? So that's another idea or suggestion for content to create in stories, because sometimes, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to think of things to post. It's hard to think of stories. It's hard to think of ideas. But as long as it's relevant to what you do, or even relevant to your day-to-day, people are interested in finding out what you do, or you also can use the platform to teach, of course. So what not to do when it comes to LinkedIn stories? Well, it's the same as all of the rules on LinkedIn. Don't don't post, never be negative, always be positive. Nobody wants to engage in negative. Well, I mean, maybe some of us do, but it doesn't make anybody's day better to post something negative. Don't complain about your boss. Don't complain about your customers. Oh my gosh. I actually saw a post last week, somebody complaining about a customer. You're not going to get any new customers that way. Not a chance. So don't complain about customers. Be positive, teach, talk about your products. LinkedIn is a platform for that. The other platforms are not. Those are personal. Those are for personal use. The really cool thing about LinkedIn is that you have the ability to post content about what you're working on right now. What projects are you working on? What is new within your organization? How are you handling this work from home thing? I don't know about you guys. Anybody working from home? Type in the chat if you guys are working from home and how challenging it is. I mean, you guys just heard my dogs. You know how it is. I guess if you do work from home, you know how it goes. And so what other questions do I have? Oh, LinkedIn's algorithm. John, what do you mean when you say LinkedIn's algorithm? Like LinkedIn's algorithm related to the stories or related in general? So related to, I guess, in general, LinkedIn, if you're posting content. So, okay, to get a little bit in depth, but not too much. Social media platforms like LinkedIn reward users for posting content that's engaging. So what that means is if you post something interesting and lots of people talk about it, or lots of people share, or lots of people engage, then it will be more likely to go further, to be shown to more people. And basically the reason for that is LinkedIn and all these other social media platforms charge money to their advertisers for ads. And so how do they do that? They actually, sorry, I was distracted there for 1 second. So how do they do that? They actually, because it's all about, my son is here and he's distracting me, so I apologize. So LinkedIn, so for ads, they actually charge people to have advertising on the platform. So the advertising that happens on the platform, they can charge whatever amount they want to charge based on eyeballs and views and users. And the best way for them to talk about that is to talk about how many users they have and how engaged they are. And so there's opportunity for LinkedIn basically to charge more for ads if we're posting content that's engaging enough for people to keep coming back to the platform. So I don't know if that answered your question at all, John. I hope that it did. Jorge, yes. So you're building your empire from your home. Yes. Working from home it's fun. It's challenging, but also I feel like there's like maybe more opportunity for even creating stories, working from home with my dogs, working from home with my kids. And anytime that you can post content that people can relate to. So for example, Jorge, if I posted a picture of my dogs working from home, maybe you're going to be able to relate more to me, in which case, maybe like there will be more engagement, in which case maybe you'll be more likely to pay attention to the content that I'm creating, in which case maybe in the future, maybe you're going to trust me more, et cetera, et cetera. So really make sure that you're creating content that's relevant to the people that you're connected with, but also the people that you want to do business with. Yes, your kids are going to physical school. Mine too. But this one here right now, he's 18. So he's done. And he just, 18, an 18-year-old. I love him. He's a pain in the butt. Yes, working from home with my dogs. So what to post, what not to post. So here's the other thing that I always, I guess it's hard to differentiate what's okay and not okay to post personal information. So when it comes to posting on your actual profile, like creating a post, and posting in your regular content, it's LinkedIn is supposed to be for a professional platform, right? It's supposed to be business, etc. And I really think that stories is a way that you can incorporate more of your personal life to your whole story, really. I mean, the thing about social media, especially now, is that you want to be authentic, right? It can't be all polished. Maybe there's dogs barking in the background. Maybe there's a teenager, coming up the stairs, interrupting your live. But people like authentic, right? So if you are even if you're posting content that's personal, do it on a story. That's a great place to post. Do it on a story so that you can share it because it's still content. And let's be honest, there are absolutely other people that you're connected with that would be interested in your authentic self, because we're not all perfect and we're not all polished, and we don't all have, a professional resume type, content that we live in. So posting authentic and even referencing back to other content, it's really, really important. So just looking again in the chat, John, LinkedIn stories, similar to Facebook stories. Yes, John, so you must have just hopped on. So LinkedIn stories, just in case anybody did hop on. So we're talking about LinkedIn stories right now. So if you go on your app, just a quick recap, I guess. If you go to your app and then click on your home, you're going to be able to click on the story function in that top section there and create a story and, tag whoever you want to tag. There's no hashtags just yet on LinkedIn, and tagging people, all the tags are visible, which, maybe I can do another one of these maybe for LinkedIn where I can show, or not LinkedIn, for Instagram, so that I can show you how to tag people and not show their tags and not show the hashtags. But LinkedIn doesn't offer that just yet. Don't forget to create content that's valuable and authentic. Using other platforms to create your stories so that they're visually appealing is not a. I do it. I'll create a story on Instagram and save it to my phone. So after you create a story on, whether it's on LinkedIn or on Instagram, there's like little dots, I think it is, that are at the top of your story, and then you can save it to your phone, and then you could reshare it to whatever additional platform that you want to reshare it or post it to, and you can also use Canva to create graphic designs and text messages with text on it. There are story templates on those different platforms, on Canva, that you can use to create either a message that goes like multiple messages, so multiple story posts, so that you can keep the engagement going. I always like to post a little arrow to tell people that there's more to the story, or include an arrow at the bottom of the image to ensure that they know that there's more to the story. And then the other, I think, major thing is post on your LinkedIn profile. Tell people you have something really interesting, really exciting to say on your stories, and see how many people you can get over to your stories. It's, I think this is just kind of the beginning of LinkedIn stories, and I'm definitely pretty excited about them. I've had access for a while, but definitely additional opportunity to be able to increase your engagement and hopefully appear as though you're an expert. So John, I'm going to show you, if you want to shoot me a DM, John, I'll send you some instructions or ideas, or actually, no, John, this LinkedIn Live is going to actually be posted on, it's going to be shared on my profile automatically after this. So you'll be able to rewatch it. Hopefully there won't be an echo. I heard that there was an echo from some people. And I think that's about it for today. Hopefully you guys got huge value from this. I'd love to know what you might want to hear about next. And also, I would love for you to join. I have a Facebook group that is all about LinkedIn and making sure that we can do this thing called LinkedIn, which is really an amazing tool, an amazing platform for connecting with actual decision makers. What else am I supposed to not forget? Ooh, also, I have an email list if you want to subscribe, where I send out email reminders and ideas. The first thing that you should do is complete your profile. So make sure that you subscribe to my LinkedIn email newsletter so that you can have that information and get your profile, number one, set up perfectly. And then, of course, I want to see, hey, how about this? How about everybody? I know that we were going to post earlier, but and I forgot that we weren't actually on a Zoom call. But if you want to take a picture of your screen right now, take a picture of your screen. Everybody do it. Everybody do it. Take a picture. Okay, so I'm not going to take a picture because it's the streaming app. But everybody take a picture and try this out. So go to your stories. I want you to tag me. So tag me in your story. Take a picture. And let me know, did you get any engagement? Did anyone notice that you posted a story, or was it just 0 eyeballs? Let me know. I'd love to hear about your successes, failures too. Actually, yeah. Let me know if you're having a hard time, or if you do something and it doesn't work out at all. I would absolutely love to hear. Maybe I have some ideas that I could help you with. But I really appreciate you joining my live stream, and hopefully we'll see everyone again soon. Oh, next week, same time. See you then. Oh, my Facebook group, John, sorry. LinkedIn Growth Masters. I'm going to post it. I'll share the link.